Grand Raising, and welcome to the Sith Lord Cram Show. I am, of course, Sith Lord Cram. My first show, I wanted to basically just introduce myself to the world and let you know what I am doing. Well, I have started about almost 5 years ago a group called the Dark Order Sith Empire. At first, it was just a normal role play group. You know, nothing really major, just a couple of people that, got together and figured to start their own group. And now, 5 years later, it is turned into a complete lore. It's ballooned more than I thought it actually would. We have people that have come in, lived their lives, they died, been memorialized. It's a whole thing. So basically, the start of the lore happens after the last movie from Star Wars, which was Rise of the Skywalker. The lore is based on what is called the After the Battle of Exegol. So after the battle, Palpatine loses, everything like that. The Republic, or the Final Order, or the First Order is finally destroyed. During that, my character, which is Sywell Cram, and that is Psy, like the weapon, well, like a well, and then Cram, like cram somebody over the head. I have a lot of people that keep saying Sewell. It's not Sewell, it's Sywell Cram. All right. So Sywell Cram basically has been secretly trained by Emperor Sidious to basically be the contingency plan if his granddaughter does not comply. He does not realize, Palpatine, though, as you guys realize in the movie, that once he, does a little force drain on them, that he actually can renew himself. In the meantime, while this is happening, my character Sywell Cram is plotting and planning to basically take over the Empire. At the moment of where he thinks that he is the weakness, he's about to strike, and that's when Palpatine basically does the force drain, and he's like, whoa, I'm not going to react now. He's starting to become too powerful. So Palpatine dies. The Citadel is in shambles. He basically, with the help of some of his followers that he's been secretly gathering together, they make their way out of Exegol. Exegol, the planet itself, is more savage than any planet in the Star Wars universe, in my personal opinion. So to make it out of Exegol and get to A.B.E. Was a great accomplishment for them. So they basically get off that planet, get to A.B.E., and basically from there, Sywell and his disciples build themselves back up. And eventually they create what is called now the Dark Order of the Sith Empire. As far as the citizen part of it, we have people that like to read our stuff. They post Star Wars things, mainly Mandalorian and Sith based. I don't take any Jedi. Jedis are scum. They will always be scum to me. I'm just joking. No, I'm not. But that we have people come in. They want to whether they are cosplayers, whether they are just fans of Star Wars, collectors, YouTubers, influencers, anybody that does Star Wars that don't really quote unquote role play are more than welcome to join the Dark Order Sith Empire. All we ask is just to follow the rules. Now, if you want to do what we do a higher level of role playing. It is called OCARP, which is a acronym for Online Continuous Action Role Play. So basically, we are in character at all times. When we are obviously on Facebook, I don't walk around in the real world, telling people that I'm Sywell Cram. But yeah, I do sometimes. But we basically in the world, we live the world of Star Wars. I am, the Supreme Emperor. I have my High Dark Council members, which is the Grand Empress Andalim Perez and the Prime War General Kajashi Helson. Basically, we do everything that you would possibly think of in Star Wars. Basically, O-Carping is a video game for creative writers. You get to design your own character. We do not have any. I had this one person, I actually had to kick them out. I kept saying, well, what's your name of your character? He was like, Darth Vader. You can't be Vader in this. You can't be Anakin. You can't be Princess Leia. You can't be any expanded or expanding universe base, any canon base. We are from scratch original characters. I don't even really I like you to build your character from scratch. I don't even like seasoned people coming in and trying to incorporate their character into the lore because it just never makes any sense. We have a process. You build through levels and we just have a great time. Yes, it is intense. If you are a deep dive role player, you are literally on almost every single day. But you're playing your role. This is your quote unquote second life if you're O-Carping. Now, mid-divers, is kind of like the quote unquote weekend warrior thing. We have you come on every 4 days or whatnot. Now, if you're a soldier and you go to mid-diving, we do ask you to be available at least for the first 2 weeks, to be available almost every day so that you can understand what's going on. We get the initial orientation or intake stuff out of the way. And then after that, you probably can then move into a more mid-dive level of roleplay or O-Carp here in the Dark Order Sith Empire. We do also have Jedi O-Carping. I really don't deal with my Pillars of the Force and the Joint Galactic Alliance a lot. I have been looking for Jedis that will be able to run those groups for me, but that search still continues. But yeah, that's basically what you do. You have either in the O-Carp life, you either have a wanderer, which is the person that is basically our comlinks, or we just go on Messenger. That's all you do is you roleplay on Messenger. You're either a worker, you could be a tavern keep. We have what is called the Central Hub, and that Central Hub branches off to the different planets that are in the Dark Order Sith Empire. There is over 200 planets that the Dark Order Sith Empire have domain over and rule. But I've only put up certain ones, the major ones, the ones that have been attached to senators. When you're a citizen, you actually can also level up as well. We have regular citizens. Then we have an honored citizen. Then after the honored citizen, you become a senator. And then you can either branch off to what is called a exalted chancellor, or you can eventually be an honorary Darth Lord. Now it's only an honorary Darth Lord, so you don't have all the amenities of a normal deep dive Darth Lord of Dose. But yeah, you kind of are the freaking man. After the wanderer, then there's the soldier, and I just explained that. And then again, the final thing, you can fully go all the way and do the deep dive. Now, wanderers, we really only have limited role plays for that. I don't have too much of a structure for wanderers. I really don't like doing the wanderer thing, but I wanted to expand it more because this has become more than just armies and soldiers, different things of that nature. Sith Lords, different things. We've actually expanded to having cantinas and pod racing, betting rings, different things like that. So I want to make sure that Everybody that can role play in this world has a place to role play. But other than that, guys, that's all I got for now. Thank you for being here at the first and ever Sith Lord Cram Show. And as I always say to everyone, may the dark force guide you.